Film 7 to week 9, colour grading.
Great.
Is when you correctly put the image after filming in post production. You do the editing, cut the footage first. Always do the VFX in the middle, but colour grading last, as anything. Correcting the exposure, like the colour, the temps and the blacks and the shadows and the highlights if necessary.
You kind of go through it twice. What do you do in the first? It's called the first pass.
First, you do the correction.
What are you correcting?
If the day was, you always correct the exposure, always, so that because you might have one day it's too dark or it's too light or something. It was out by a fraction. So to fix that, and the shadows with that and the highlights.
Sweet. What else? Typically colours.
If it's not correct, that it should be for the film. Like if a scene was, if one scene had this look, but the next scene wasn't exactly the same, so you try to get it to be that.
And that's the exact one.
Correct what?
What's the second pass when you're colour grading?
Putting a creative look to it.
What's a
shadow to it, or different colour to it, or yeah.
What would you be?
Get a different feel of the scene.
Cool. You might want to actually say you got to do fix the image first, because you got
fix the image first. Fix the scene.
Yep, which is what?
Oh.
Yep.
Fixing the foreground.
Almost.
Oh no, the person.
It's being creative.
Being creative.
Of what specifically?
The white.
Yep, exposure to the whites.
Whites. That is the shadow.
Yep.
And the blacks.
So
fix the blacks in the scene.
Cool.
If you want it to be brighter, the scene, or more detailed.
Yeah. So what's high contrast? Contrast?
How much, the difference between how much white and black. Yeah.
Cool.
Going over the amount. So like making it grain and clipping the image to make it look to grain it.
It's not quite grain.
No, overexposed image.
That's what it is. So what does it actually do when you overexpose an image?
The scene, and it's just layering it, yeah.
And why can't you?
Because you can turn it down, but you can't turn it up. No, you can't, because it's overclipped, because it was too exposed.
Yep. And what is?
Hushing the black is underexposing the black. Overexposing is clipping.
Cool. And what's your
area where the color, like how much range of the color is?
Perfect.
The shadows, the highlights.